world's largest river delta. Also, it's home to the longest natural uninterrupted sea beach in the world, Cox's Bazar Sea Beach, which is 150 km long. In addition, about 60% of Sundarbans, the world's largest mangrove forest, is located in Bangladesh. Mother Nature has given all of her resources to this country. It is said that Bangladesh is the land of 1,000 rivers. Bangladesh is located in the delta of the Padma and Jamuna rivers, in the northeastern part of South Asia. It is bordered by the Indian states of West Bengal to the west and north, Assam to the north, Meghalaya to the north and northeast, Tripura and Mizoram to the east. To the southeast, it shares a boundary with Myanmar. The southern part of Bangladesh opens into the Bay of Bengal. In its southern region, Bangladesh is fringed by the Sundarbans, a huge expanse of marshy deltaic forest. Nature created this country with so much care to fulfill the basic needs of human life. But when the people of this country struggle for their livelihood every day, and at the same time find their own little happiness in their way, then there is no way but to call this country diverse. In today's episode, we will try to highlight many more unknown facts about this diverse country. Keep watching. You may find yourself in a strange love affair with this land of mud. Bangladesh has a long and complex history, with evidence of human habitation dating back over 20,000 years. The region has been ruled by various empires and dynasties, each leaving their own mark on the region. The earliest known civilization in Bangladesh was the Indus Valley Civilization, which flourished in the region from around 2500 BC to 1800 BC. In the 13th century, the region came under the rule of Muslim rulers, beginning with the invasion of the region by the Turkic conqueror Bakhtiar Khilji. The region was subsequently ruled by the Delhi Sultanate, the Bengal Sultanate, and the Mughal Empire. During the Mughal period, the region was known for its flourishing trade and commerce, as well as for its rich cultural and artistic heritage. During this time, many important monuments and buildings were constructed, including the Adina Mosque and the Lal Bagh Fort. Islamic rule in Bengal also saw the emergence of a new language and culture, which blended local tradition with Islamic influences. The legacy of Islamic rule can still be seen in the culture, language, and architecture of Bangladesh, which has a significant Muslim population. During the rule of Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, the English East India Company was permitted to establish its base at Kolkata. The British gained strength in the region as the Mughal Empire weakened. In 1957, following a battle in the town of Plassey between forces led by British soldier Robert Clive and the Mughal Nawab Sirajuddola, the East India Company emerged as the dominant political power in Suba Bangla. It was a period of exploration and oppression, with the British implementing policies that disadvantaged the local population and disrupted traditional social structures. The period was marked by several significant events, including the Indian Rebellion of 1857 and the Bengal Famine of 1943. The British colonial period came to an end with the partition of India in 1947. After the partition of India in 1947, Bangladesh, then known as East Pakistan, became a part of the newly created state of Pakistan, with West Pakistan in the west. The period of Pakistan rule was marked by political, economic, and cultural repression of the people of East Pakistan, who were largely Bengali-speaking and Muslim, leading to widespread resentment and calls for greater autonomy. This ultimately led to the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971, which resulted in the secession of East Pakistan and the creation of the independent state of Bangladesh. Bangladesh has a rich and diverse history that has been shaped by its location at the crossroads of South and Southeast Asia. From the ancient Indian civilization to the present day, the people of Bangladesh have endured many challenges, but have also demonstrated resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Nearly all of the land surface of Bangladesh is below 50 feet above sea level. About half the total area is actively deltaic and is prone to flooding in the monsoon season from May through September. The Podda River flows into the country from the northwest, while the Jamuna enters from the north. The capital city Dhaka is near the point where those river systems meet. The land is suitable for rice cultivation. In the north and the southeast, the land is more hilly and dry, and suitable for tea cultivation. The Chattogram hill tracts have extensive hardwood forests. The vast river delta area is home to the dominant plains culture. The hilly areas of the northeast and southeast are occupied by much smaller tribal groups. Bangladesh is the most densely populated non-island nation in the world. Latest estimates from the United Nations, with approximately 165.7 million inhabitants living in an area of 148,460 square kilometers. There are about 1,305 persons per square kilometer. Approximately 89% of the population is Muslim. The remaining population comprises Hindus, Buddhists, Christian, and others. Islam is the official state religion of Bangladesh. But the government also recognizes the rights of minority religions to practice freely. The primary language is Bangla, called Bengali by most non-natives, an Indo-European language spoken not just by Bangladeshis, but also by people who are culturally Bengali. This includes about 300 million people from Bangladesh, West Bengal, and Bihar, as well as Bengali speakers in other Indian states. Bangla varies by region, and people may not understand the language of a person from another district. The flag is a dark green rectangle with a red circle just left of center. Green symbolizes the trees and fields of the countryside. Red represents the rising sun and the blood spilled in the 1971 War for Liberation. The national anthem was taken from a poem by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore and links a love of the natural realm and land with the national identity. Since independence in 1971, the national identity has evolved. Islamic religious identity has become an increasingly important element in the national dialogue. The two major religious festivals celebrated by the Muslim Bangladeshis are Eid al-Fitr, which celebrates the end of Ramadan, and Eid al-Adha, the fast of sacrifice. The date of the celebrations changes depending on the Islamic calendar. Ramadan, the ninth month of the calendar, is characterized by daytime fasting for 29 or 30 days and is followed by the festival of Eid al-Fitr. During the second festival, Eid al-Adha, an animal is sacrificed in remembrance of the actions of Abraham, and the meat is shared with friends, family, and the less fortunate. Both Eid festivals are public holidays, in which people to visit family and friends and children to receive new clothes, presents, and sweets. Bangladesh is divided into 8 administrative divisions, each named after their respective divisional headquarters. Borishal, Chattogram, Dhaka, Khulna, Mymonsingh, Rajshahi, Rangpur, and Sylhet. Divisions are subdivided into districts. There are 64 districts in Bangladesh, each further subdivided into Upazila or Thana. Dhaka. The capital of Bangladesh is also known as the most populous and modern city in Bangladesh. In the latest UN Habitat report, Dhaka is mentioned as the world's most crowded city with a population density of 44,500 people per square kilometer. This city is number 1 in the ranking in terms of densely populated areas. However, judging the whole Bangladesh by Dhaka city will be unfair. Some modern well-planned cities are currently being developed in Bangladesh. The city of Rajshahi, largest city in North Bengal, built on the banks of the Podda River, is the result of extraordinary planning. Varieties of ornamental flower plants, Decorative and beautification trees, such as palm trees, foliage were planted on the divider of the road. That enhanced its beautification to a greater extent. Rajshahi city has earned world recognition for cutting down the amount of dust particles in the air. The Guardian published a report in 2016 on how Rajshahi city has managed to reduce air pollution. Rajshahi residents have shown how to keep a city clean. Rajshahi Mayor Khairujaman Litton will also be felicitated. Lately, traffic jams, polluted sand in the air have also come to Rajshahi city. However, it seems to be due to the ongoing Rajshahi road construction works. Chattogram is called the commercial capital of Bangladesh. Chattogram is second only to Dhaka in terms of size among the metropolises of the country. This city, built on the north side of Konofuli River, has mountains on one side and sea on the other. The biggest seaport of the country is in Chattogram city, one of the oldest ports in the world. The port is the busiest international seaport in the Bay of Bengal and the third busiest port in South Asia. But beyond this, Greater Chattogram has a different identity. It is the largest division of Bangladesh by area. Among the districts, Cox's Bazar and Rangamati bear two significant geological features of the country. Cox's Bazar is famous for its scenic beauty. It has the longest continuous natural sandy beach in the world. Beach is 155 km long. It is the biggest tourist center of Bangladesh. Rangamati is the capital city of Chattogram Hill Tracts. It is also the largest district in Bangladesh by area. Most of the tribes and tribals of Bangladesh live in these hilly areas. These communities have different cultures and traditions. The differences between these hill communities and the original Bengali population can be observed in all aspects from clothing to normal lifestyle. Konofuli flows through its chest. Kaptai Lake is one of the most important places in Rangamati. It is the largest man-made lake in Bangladesh. When the Kaptai Dam was constructed on the Konofuli River in 1956 for the Konofuli hydroelectric power plant, 54,000 acres of agricultural land in Rangamati district was submerged and this lake was created. Both sides of the lake are surrounded by hills. Sylhet, a northeastern city in Bangladesh, is renowned for its tea production, boasting vast tea estates that produce high-quality tea leaves. Additionally, Sylhet is the home to the revered Hazrat Shahjalal Shrine, attracting pilgrims from far and wide. With its well-connected transportation infrastructure, including an international airport, Sylhet welcomes visitors to indulge in its natural wonders, spiritual sites, and warm hospitality, making it a must-visit destination in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is still primarily a rural culture. And the gram or village is an important spatial and cultural concept even for residents of the major cities. Most people identify with their natal or ancestral village in the countryside. Houses in village are commonly rectangular and are dried mud, bamboo or red brick structures with thatch roofs. Houses have little interior decoration, and wall space is reserved for storage. Furniture is minimal, often consisting only of few stools. Houses have verandas in the front, and much of daily life takes place under their eaves rather than indoors. Rural houses are simple and functional, but are not generally considered aesthetic showcases. The village household is a patrilineal extended compound linked to a pond, used for daily household needs. A nearby river that provides fish, trees that provide fruit, especially mango and jackfruit, and the rice fields. The village and the household not only embody important natural motifs, but serves as the locus of ancestral family identity. Urban dwellers try to make at least one trip per year to their village. Agriculture holds a paramount position in Bangladesh's economy, engaging 80% of the total population and 60% of the labor force. When discussing rural development, agricultural advancements take precedence, encompassing the development of agricultural-based industries, trade, and service sectors. Beyond the domestic market, Bangladesh possesses vast opportunities to venture into South Asian countries, presenting significant potential for agricultural products in the export market. While paddy and jute serves as primary crops, the cultivation of wheat, maize, and vegetables also holds importance. The expansion of irrigation system has prompted some wheat farmers to transit to maize production, with maize primarily utilized in fish and poultry feed preparation. Seasonal vegetables are also produced in abundance. However, despite increased subsidies in the national budget, the allocation for the agricultural sector has experienced a continuous decline since 2008, both in terms of total budget, percentage, and overall support. Despite considerable potential and opportunities in the agricultural sector, several fundamental challenges persist. Adverse weather conditions and the effects of climate change pose the greatest obstacles to agriculture in Bangladesh. Natural calamities such as heavy rainfall, droughts, floods, storms, landslides frequently disrupt agricultural activities. Moreover, rapid population growth, urbanization, and extensive infrastructure development are gradually reducing the amount of arable land, posing a significant challenge for agriculture. Many village-level farmers continue to rely on traditional methods, employing indigenous machinery and manual labor. The lack of proper guidance and training exacerbates these challenges. Unfortunately, Farmers often face difficulties in obtaining fair market prices for their hard work and investments, while retailers and stockists reap the most benefits in this cycle. Consequently, many farmers and agricultural entrepreneurs are gradually turning away from agriculture due to these prevalent issues. Bangladesh is blessed with an abundance of rivers, canals, and ponds, creating favorable conditions for fish production due to its environmental and natural attributes. The country's weather, climate, soil, and water make it highly suitable for fish farming, enabling substantial fish yields. The fisheries sectors plays a crucial role in the national economy, with fish accounting for 58% of the daily animal meat supply in the food consumption. Among the world's top aquaculture producers, Bangladesh ranks 5th among 15 countries. The leading nations in farmed fish production are China, India, Indonesia, and Vietnam, preceding Bangladesh. A significant portion, approximately 80% of the fish produced through aquaculture originates from pond farming. Additionally, cultivated water bodies like seasonal ponds, paddy fields, and shrimp ponds contribute to the fish production. The fisheries value chain encompasses various stages, creating employment opportunities in hatchery fry production, as well as in fish retail markets, resulting in the generation of around 25 different types of jobs. However, there is a notable lack of substantial initiatives to amplify the growth of these industries, despite their potential to serve as the catalyst for Bangladesh's development. While the country is making strides in the industrial sector, progress remains stagnant due to the sheer magnitude of its population. This can be observed through the lifestyle of the general populace. Furthermore, income inequality is a significant factor, with the affluent segment of society experiencing a disproportionate increase in wealth. To further advance, Bangladesh must harness the vast potential of its large population by cultivating a skilled workforce. Only then, the country could take a significant step forward. Nowadays, Bangladesh's textile and garment industry is a major contributor to the country's economy, and it is a vital player in the global textile and apparel market. Many new jobs, mostly for women, have been created by the country's dynamic private ready-made garment industry, with more than 4 million people working in the sector. But wages in Bangladesh's textile industry is one of the lowest in the world. As of The Guardian, the legal minimum wage for the garment workers in the country is 8,000 Dhaka. In the countryside, typically about 10 villages are linked in a market system that centers on a Bazar occurring at least once per week. On Bazar's day, villagers bring in agricultural products or crafts such as clay pot to sell to town and city agents. The official currency of Bangladesh is called Dhaka. $1 equals approximately 107 Bangladeshi Taka. Education in Bangladesh is a critical aspect of the country's development and progress. Primary education is compulsory and free for all children, and efforts have been made to increase enrollment rates and reduce the gender gap in education. However, challenges such as poverty, Inadequate infrastructure and cultural barriers still hinder access to education, particularly in rural areas. The education system in Bangladesh follows a 5-5-2 structure, consisting of 5 years of primary education, 5 years of lower secondary education, and 2 years of higher secondary education. Beyond secondary education, there are universities and colleges offering undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Currently, the literacy rate in the country is 75.2%. Bangladesh has made progress in increasing literacy rates, with a focus on reducing the gender disparity. Despite the progress made, challenges such as inadequate funding, overcrowded classrooms, and outdated curriculum persist. Ongoing efforts are needed to address these issues and further improve the education system in Bangladesh, ensuring equitable access to quality education for all citizens. Sports is a popular form of entertainment in Bangladesh, as well as an essential part of Bangladeshi culture. Cricket is the most popular sport in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is one of the top 10 cricketing nations of the world and have regularly qualified for Cricket World Cup since 1999. The three primary religions of Bangladesh, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam, have had a great influence on its culture and history. Today, many foreigners continue to view Bangladesh through a lens of development. However, many Bangladeshis resist depictions for their culture that define it by recent hardships. Rather, long-standing cultural traditions and artistic expressions provide a great source of pride for many Bangladeshis. If you want to know about the art and culture of Bangladesh, you should know its traditional music. The music of Bangladesh features the Baul mystical tradition, listed by UNESCO as a masterpiece of intangible cultural heritage. Foki Lalun Shah popularized Baul music in the country in the 18th century, and it has since been one of the most popular music genre in the country. Most modern Bauls are devoted to Lalun Shah. When considering Bangladesh, one may initially perceive a low standard of living, corruption, and uncleanliness as prevailing companions. However, upon closer observation, one will notice that people of this country continually find happiness amidst these circumstances. The people of Bangladesh possesses a remarkable ability to derive joy and display exceptional hospitality, which is widely recognized. We hope that Bangladesh will overcome its obstacles and make further progress to achieve this. It is essential for the government to forge a stronger bond with the people of the country, working closely together towards common goals.